Hi, Mr. English is back with you. Today we are going to talk about an important English exam, that is OET, commonly known as the Occupational English Test. Let me give you first of all, the brief context, the panorama or the scenario why I'm gonna record this video. And the basic purpose of this video is that thousands of the doctors here in Pakistan, they are participating in IELTS test, but unfortunately they are not getting their required bands, and specifically they are being beaten in IELTS writing as well. Now the trend of the doctors, the registered nurses and other professions, now it is pacing in terms of participating in this exam. Now it has become the real need of every medical professional to prepare for OET. So today I'm gonna give you the review of this test. What is this test about? And what are some details of this test and the orientation of occupational English test? So occupational English test was developed to test healthcare professional English communication abilities. So this test, OET, it tests English language ability in 4 areas, just like IELTS and PTE. So these are listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Test takers will need to demonstrate their ability to understand and answer questions about general healthcare consultations and presentations. In addition to texts in general healthcare settings, test takers are required to write accurate professional letters with the aid of prompts and use speaking prompts to carry out appropriate and effective conversation with patients relating to specific healthcare professions. And now I will discuss which version of OET is best for different professionals. So OET can be taken by healthcare professionals in 12 professions, and these professions are dentistry, dietetics, medicine, nursing, occupational therapy, optometry, pharmacy, physiotherapy, podiatry, radiography, speech pathology, and veterinary sciences. So the reading and listening parts of this test of all these 12 professions are almost relevant and same, but whereas there are some differences and variations in speaking and writing parts. So let me explain the next thing about this exam, and the next thing which I'm gonna discuss that is how to apply the test OET online. So first of all, let me tell that there is an online portal named as www.occupationalenglish/apply-OET. So the link is given below here in this video. So when any candidate and you are supposed to register to participate in OET test, so you might only be able to select possibly 2 available dates. So for this purpose you should begin revising your exams in details, and to apply this test online there are 2 basic requirements. One is there must be a source of payment with you, or mode of payment. Normally it's a credit card, and nowadays one has to pay about $587. Okay, and for this purpose what is the document required? That is a color passport and a photograph. And this is the requirement for applying OET exam, and in Pakistani rupees I think so the fee is approximately 90,000. But yes, this exam is very popular among the doctors. Now I will discuss about the overview of this test. that what are the formats in this. So it is approximately 2 hours and 45 minutes test, and listening and reading components consist of 42 questions, whereas the speaking has the 2 role plays, and a writing text is a letter. Now we'll explain one by one that what are the 4 skills, what are the descriptions of this exam and what are the requirements of this exam. So first of all, let me tell about the listening. So the listening comprises 40 minutes, okay, and what is the description in this test? It is that examiner the tests that the candidate should listen and understand a range of recordings on healthcare topics from different healthcare settings. Let me talk about the reading. So the reading comprises 60 minutes approximately, and what is the description on the part of the test, and what examiner is looking towards the candidate, and he should read and understand various texts on healthcare topics from different healthcare settings. Or talking about the writing, so writing needs 45 minutes, and there is only a single task for writing, that is letter. And in a letter, usually it's about a reference or referral letter using information normally that is provided in patient case notes. And lastly, I will talk about the speaking. Speaking time is approximately 20 minutes, and usually what is the description for the speaking, that a candidate can communicate with a patient in a real life context through the use of the role plays. So 2 role plays are given, 5 minutes for each role play, and there are 2 role plays. 3 minutes are normally given to the student to prepare first of all the role play, and then he or she has to speak on the role play. Now I will talk about the scoring, that what are the scores for OET. Just like IELTS bands are there, but in IELTS, in OET, the test, the evaluation or the assessment criteria is different. In OET, candidate receive a numerous scoring ranging from 0 to 500 in 10 points increments, okay, and the numerical scores will be mapped to a separate letter grade for each sections of the tests, ranging from A, normally it is the highest, and the E, that is considered the lowest one, okay. So first of all, I will discuss about the A category in detail. So the A category in OET, the range of the marks is from 450 to 500, and in IELTS it is 8 bands to 9 bands. So a candidate in this category, he can communicate very fluently and effectively with the patients and healthcare professionals using appropriate register, tone and lexis, and it shows complete understanding of any kind of written or spoken language. So I will talk about the next category, that is the B category. In the B category, IELTS bands are 7.0 to 7.5, and the marks are from 350 to 440. Okay, from this category, the description of the exam is that a candidate can communicate effectively with patients and healthcare professional using appropriate register, tone and lexis, with the only occasional inaccuracies and hesitations, and it shows good understanding in range of clinical contexts. So finally, I will explain the C plus category, and normally sometime it is needed, and in this C plus category it is 6.5 bands in IELTS. So C plus category in fact is the requirement of I think so certain nurses, registered nurses, and I will explain that in C plus category a candidate can maintain the interaction in a relevant healthcare environment despite occasional errors and certain lapses, and normally these are prevalent. Okay.